Good morning, students. You all are welcome to the 10th class. Today, we will discuss the first chapter of geography, that is resources and development. Now, what are resources? Resources are everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs provided it is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable can be termed as resources. Means resources are available in our environment, they are used to satisfy our needs, they are technologically accessible, they are economically suitable, and culturally acceptable. These resources are classified on some basis. First, on the basis of origin, biotic, abiotic. Second, on the basis of exhaustibility, renewable, non-renewable. Third, on the basis of status of development, developed, potential, stock, reserve. Then, fourth one is on the basis of ownership, individual, community, national, international. Now, further we will discuss these bases in detail. First, on the basis of origin. Now, what is origin? The point from which something starts or the cause of something is known as origin. First, biotic resources which are obtained from biosphere have life such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, etc. These resources that are available in our biosphere and have life such as human beings, flowers and animals, fisheries and so on. Next is abiotic. Abiotic resources are which are composed of non-living things such as rocks, minerals, etc. These abiotic resources are composed of non-living things like rocks and minerals and so on. Next is on the basis of exhaustibility. The capability of being exhausted is known as exhaustibility. First is renewable resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, mechanical, and chemical process means the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, mechanical, and chemical method. For example, solar and wind energy, forest and water, etc. Next is non-renewable resources. Resources which take millions of years in their formation, they may exhaust by excessive use, such as petrol, coal, fossil fuels, etc. These resources, which take millions of years for the formation, they may get exhaust by excessive use, for example, petrol, coal, fossil fuels, etc. Next is on the basis of status of development. First, developed resources which are surveyed and their quantity and quality is determined for utilization. Example, coal mines means resources which are being have been checked and their quantity and quality is suitable for utilization. Example, coal mines. Next is potential resources which are found but yet not utilized. Means the resources we are having access to the resources but they are not still utilized. Example, sun and wind energy in deserts. Next is stock. They have potential to satisfy human needs, but humans do not have technology to assess these. These these resources have potential to satisfy human needs, but still humans do not have technology to assess them. Example, extracting H2 and O2 from H2O. Next is reserve. These resources can be utilized with the help of existing technology, but are kept for future requirements. These resources can be utilized with the help of technology, existing technology, but they are reserved for future requirements. Example, water can be used to generate more hydroelectricity. Next is on the basis of ownership. First is individual resources owned by privately or by individuals. Example, plot, house, car, well, etc. Next is community, resources which are accessible to all the members of community. Example, public parks, playgrounds, picnic spots, etc. Next is national All resources available in the country are national resources. Example, forest, wildlife, land division, and so on. Next is international. Resources which are regulated by international institutions. No country can utilize these resources without the permission of international authority. Next, I hope I have made this topic clear. If any student having any problem in this topic, we will discuss in Google Meet or Zoom session. Thank you students and have a nice day.